Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we're looking at a lot of the main movers for the week, seeing where the main opportunities lie and the big ups and downs of the market. While we're looking at gold in particularly on this final trading day of the week after it's sinking quite dramatically back down to the 1900 handle. The first time this has happened since March of this year, so a 3-month low. And this is a multiple of factors, risk sentiment, risk appetite. We're seeing indices in America pushing yearly highs. We're seeing the dollar having a bit of a push, almost 0.5% to the upside in yesterday's trading alone. But gold in the last 3 or 4 sessions have seen bearish candlesticks overtake anything else, especially on the daily chart at the moment. So where do you think the next stop is for gold? Are we going to see a bit of support at this particular 1900 zone, or are we going to keep pushing further and obviously hitting the lows that we saw before the banking crisis happened in March, where we saw Signature Bank and a host of other banks needing to default? So with that being said, the Fed is saying that they will have another rate hike by the end of the year, but because it's not going to be such a hawkish move, are we going to see more of a progression on the dollar and less on gold as well? Let's get straight into the charts then. So I've just pointed out the 1900 handle just so it's clear to see that from the push over 2000 that we saw just a couple of weeks ago, there's been a big fall from grace for the yellow metal, and now we're seeing most likely that we're going to hit this 1900 and possibly have some slight support, but is it going to be enough to stop it from crashing even further? Well, like I said, before the Signature Bank and other banks defaulted in America, we were trading roughly at the lower end of 1800, so it has progressively pushed quite nicely, over $200 since then. But then since the record high that we saw of over 2080, we've seen more of a push to the downside now. So we're just seeing basically the 1900 handle being the main area of support if we do get there. Not too much of a divergence on the RSI, but if we look on the 4-hour chart, we're just seeing more of this kind of progressive descension for the yellow metal. And like I said, in a fully fledged bearish channel now. We're just waiting to see, as like before, if we're going to hit this 1900 area and start falling progressively lower. But like I said, indices are topping, flying at the moment, topping new highs as well. So this could be a good indication that not only the dollar is doing well, but the US indices and equities as well is really pushing higher as well. But speaking of that, just have a quick look on the dollar on the 4-hour chart, and that's picked up quite nicely, actually bouncing from the 102 handle, moving up to the higher regions of 102 as well. So if we do get another push to the upside, we could be seeing price action really starting to take shape. Jobless claims, weekly jobless claims came in quite progressively as well. They didn't sink any lower or higher than the previous number, so it is steady at the moment. But just want to take a quick look on the Dow at the moment. Like I said, S&P and Nasdaq topping yearly highs. The Dow, on the other hand, just going a little bit higher than we saw at the back end of December, the back end of the year, sorry. But now we're just seeing this progression on the 4-hour chart of this nice move to the upside here. We did get a bit of a sink on this progressive bearish channel, but since we had the channel break, we've just seen price action go higher and higher. So this is something we're going to be looking at in the near term at least. You know, the US indices painting a good picture for where the American economy is going, and also we've got NFP numbers not too far away, a couple of weeks away, which are supposedly already the early signs is that it's going to be a good one as well, very progressive for America. So with the Bank of England and the Turkish central bank really raising rates yesterday, and the Fed taking a pause, is this a good indication that America is on the front foot, whereas other economies are on the back foot? We'll have to wait and see, and we'll see if gold actually takes that dive back down to 1900. So stick with us, trade responsibly, and I'll be back next time to let you know all the main market movers, and we'll see where we go from there. So take care, bye for now, have a great weekend ahead, great trade day ahead, and bye for now.